everyone, it's Nancy with Tea and Treasures, and I'm back this week to share what I have been working on, some new stash that I got, new market stash, and some finished objects, and some fully finished projects. So I'm excited to share these with you. Lately, I haven't had a whole lot going on. I have been able to stitch quite a bit and watched a ton of Flosstube. Let me show you. I just started listing them out here because there was so much. So I'll include those in the description section below and not mention them all to you right now. Over the past few weeks, I have gone out to Kansas to stitch with the stitchers there for the sunflower stitchers. And Julie Dean is the owner of the Sunflower Stitchery, and she had asked that we hold our monthly stitching group out closer to her because she brought all the goodies that she purchased at needlework at the market. I'll get it out here at market. So that was really fun to go through all of those and see what she had, and I picked up one or two, right? Anyway, I wanted to share with you Julie's card. Make sure you can see it well here. She has, if you'll see, she's got a website, and you'll want to go out there and check it out. She is working hard to get this thing going. It's been doing really, really well. We're really proud of her and hope that her dreams are realized in being able to move it from just strictly internet over to a brick and mortar, which we would love because that would give us two in this area. So please go out and visit the Sunflower Stitchery. I know you'll find everything you want there. Okay, so as for stitching, last time I left you, I was working on Sheep on the Meadow, and I believe I was about right here, that I had done those 3 sheep, and I got the fence row in up above. Well, you can see I since added the flowers, but better than that even, I finished. Can you believe it? Look at that. Isn't that cute? I just love those little guys. I think they are so sweet. So I know Anne Shaw, I believe it was, asked if I would be willing to let her use or buy or whatever my pattern, and absolutely will, because that pattern is an oop and no longer available anywhere that I could find. So I'm happy to pass on the fun with this one. I love it. I can't wait to get it framed and, get it hung up on my wall, because it is just so indicative of spring to me. I just really love it. And if you'll notice, I have done sheep different ways so that the flock is it's the same but different. So I really like that. I think it turned out really, really nice. And it is on, I believe it's the called for, where did my pattern go? Here it is. The called for fabric, because I normally wouldn't choose that for this, but that is how the design was done. I'm trying to get it out of here so I can just check it for you. It's actually a hand-drawn patterns that tells you how old this thing is. It says it's stitched on 28 count Stony Point linen by Witchelt, 2/2. And I did not use the called for colors because it calls for a white and a gray, and I used everything except that gray, which I substituted with some Weeks Dye Works over-dyed floss so I could get more of a creamy color sheep. So I finished that one. Really pleased with it. Really pleased. And then I worked on, I've mainly focused on that one because I really wanted to get it done. But I was able to get some work in on Dutch Beauty. Pardon me. And I finished all of page 1 completely down here. So I got all of that in. Got the extra rooster and the centerpiece. I'm going to start coughing now. But I wanted you to look at those roosters. They are the same, but not. Pardon me. I'm going to get a cough drop. Wasn't coughing at all until I started doing this. But the roosters have some minor differences, and I think that really makes it fun for the stitch. So you can see the green is not in the same place. The bulk of it is. The head is a little different colored. Uses all the same colors. She just put them in different locations. And then this is how tall page 2 is going to be. So this one was O, and now I've moved up to H. And I'll be working on it going forward here. Let me slide my needle back. But I'm still liking this one real well. It's a fairly easy stitch. The only problem, it is so bulky because I've got, a yard of fabric. And I haven't figured out a good way to wield all of that so that it's not, just all over. But I will be working on that one. And then I have another one that I'll work on too that I'll show you in just a few minutes. But I really can't wait. I have to show you what I picked up from Market. So, the first one I have is Eliza's French Birds 1849 by JBW Designs. I picked that up. I am so happy to have this. I think it's so pretty. Inside, let me see if I can do it so you can see. There's a picture of the original. Let me take my hand out of the way. The original sampler that was done and that she took her colorations off of. So I'm really excited to get started on this one. There are a lot of flosses. How many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 16 different flosses. So it's going to be quite a bit, but what did they say? C'est la vie. It is what it is. And then the next one I picked up was Stacy Nash Spring Chickens Pinkeep. So I got that one too. I love how look at those chickens. Look how nicely they are done. Usually when you get chickens, they're kind of cartoonish. These look really, really good, and I'm really pleased with them. Really like how they are. I picked up Honey Faire. I think you can see that through the plastic. Well, maybe. Let me just take it out. It's so much easier for you to see. Honey Faire. I really like this, and this every time I've looked at it, same. Well, I haven't got to the other one, Strawberry Faire, but I thought this was all specialty stitches. No, it is all just regular cross stitch. Can you see that? But I think that's so cute with the little bee and the floaty flower with the vine. I just really love this one. I love them all. What can I say? And then I got Strawberry Faire, not only because I like it so well, but because our group, we're going, the Sunflower Stitchers, we are going to have a sale for this piece. So there again, see that strawberry is just full cross stitches, no specialty stitches on it at all. I think that is the cutest little Pinkeep. So I also got all of the flosses at Market, which, oh my goodness, they are so pretty. So pretty, such pretty colors. And I decided this is what I'm going to stitch it on. So this little Pinkeep on my fabric here, I'm excited about that. We start that on April 1st. So if you are interested, you can go out to the Facebook group, Sunflower Stitchers, and Julie will add you to the group, and you can join us on April 1st to do the stitch along. That would be so much fun, right? I think so. Another one I got was, ooh, let me read this one. Number 1, Fragments in Time 2023 Berlin Wool Work. It's by Summerhouse Stitch Works. I love this. Oh my God. Look at that house and the gardens and all the flowers. There's a lot going on there. A lot. And let's see, it is stitched on 32 count Country Country Faire Golden Needle by Witchelt. I decided I wanted you to, since all you're going to see is virtually sky, what color do you think I picked out? Blue. I got a blue-gray here. So it's really a lot bluer than it's showing up on here. But I got that. And then I pulled out all my colors, which mine are in bags, so I'm not sure you're going to be able to see them very well. And I had, I think, all of them, all of the called for, or the DMC. And I will be starting this soon, too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 3 more I've got to locate. So I'll be getting that together, and we'll be starting on that in the next few weeks. That's one I'm really excited about. And then last piece I got from Market, last but not least, Beloved. Now I want you to look at those birds. Aren't they beautiful? Just beautiful. And then the alphabets above, I like those real well too. And all the little swirls and that border. Oh my goodness, that border is pretty. And I believe I told you last time, I was watching, how does she say it? Runs with Needles and Scissors. And she's So she is, does it tell me here? Running with needles and scissors. It doesn't tell me her name, which I thought it might tell me on here, but I'm not seeing it. She was showing what she was taking to market, and she got to this, and her husband was like, oh my gosh, that just pops off the wall. It's so beautiful. Well, I think it's going to be too. The fabric, what fabric does she use? Whew, I'll never get here. 46 count Steinbeck by Needle and Flax. Wow. I'm lucky to do 30 or 32. I would never get down to 46. But there are a lot of colors. You can see how much is in there. And I'll probably do a combination of DMC and whatever I have. I don't know. It's listing all. It says DMC and anchor. I see there are 2 anchors down here. I may have to, oh, and some over here. I may have to substitute those because I don't have any anchor. But I can surely find a color that will go. Anyway, I was so happy to be able to get this because this is one I fell in love with the minute I saw it. And then I've got 2 more here. I found, I don't think I've shown these to you. I found a shop on Etsy that I really like. It Stitches Through the Years. And I'm just really pleased with these charts. I've bought 2 now. They're PDF downloads. So you'll have to go out and try to find her. Her name is Lana Linskaya, I believe, is the owner's name. The first one I got here is A Beautiful Garden. And it's got the alphabet. It says a beautiful garden is a work of the heart. I really, really like that. And I can see that done in some of Victorian Motto Samplers threads so that the colors would just ebb and flow really beautiful all the way around that piece. I'll be excited to get this one started. And it comes in a black and white and a color version, so whichever is easier for you. The other one I picked up, same place, it's Stitches Through the Years. And I'm sorry for the cough drop, but it's helping. This one is Flowers Feed the Soul. And she's got several different pictures on this one so you can see. Isn't that pretty? Another beautiful border. And the bird's right in the middle. This one kind of reminds me of a Dutch type flower, but I really liked that one and it just had to get it too. So those are my purchases for this time. Then I want to show you, I showed you my finish of my my sheep. Then I have 3 pieces that I framed or had framed. The first one I finished is a finish and a fully finished because I don't think you've seen it. And this was my Rosewood piece, Rosewood Manor, the Freebie. So I got that all done. I think it's really cute. And it's framed, I know it's long on top and bottom and not even with the sides, but this is exactly how the other ones were done. So this is how I did this one too. So now I have a collection of 5 of these. And I I love them. I think they're really pretty. Karen, those are beautiful, and I thank you so much for those charts. This next one is that I had finished was Blackbird Designs, and it came out of this book with needle and thread. And the design is My Quaker House. So let me find a picture of it for you here. This is a beautiful book. Someday I'll get through more of these, but this is the design, My Quaker House. Now you can see theirs is on a cream or a white background or sand background. Mine is actually, it looks white, but it's a pale, pale pink. So here's mine. Look at that frame I found. Oh my God, I love that frame. And if I have to say so myself, I think the stitching turned out great. I love all the little Quaker influences. I think that's so pretty. So if I can get it all in. There's that one that I finished. I can't wait to find a spot on the wall for it. I'm gonna have to be in the living room for a while because I want to see it. And then the other one that I got framed, and I actually, before I move on, I actually think that book is probably out of print also. I doubt that you can get that. Good luck, but I doubt that you can. Then the last one I have framed up, I just can't quit looking at this. I just, ooh, 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 ooh. This one is definitely an out of print. I found it on eBay a minute ago for $75, which is utterly ridiculous. But it is another Blackbird, and it is called Quaker Garden. And I know if you go look this up, you'll see it in a ton of different colorways, fabric choices. It just, and every single one of them just looks beautiful. So I can't, golly, look at the hair hanging out. Where'd that come from? Sorry. I love it. I always have. I loved it the minute I stitched it. So this is it. Both of these fabrics, really pretty much all of my fabrics except the checks, are silk weaver, and most of them are what do they call them, solos. So, you know, I don't think I have this fabric any longer, but if I have a tag for different ones, then sometimes they can remake close to what it was, you know, and you can get them that way. But I'm going to pull it up here close so you can just see the whole thing, because I just am in love with all of this. I just think that's such a beautiful piece. So I'm very pleased with it. I want to get, I've seen those labels that they put on the back of our pieces that, you know, give your name and the designer name and what the piece is called and stitching information, all that. I'd like to find some of those. So if you have any idea on that, let me know. I haven't done a bunch of searching for it, but I wanted to, I think that would be a good thing to do and put on all of mine, because once they hang there for a minute, I forget. And I have written it on the back, but you can't always read it as well. And the label would just be so much nicer. I don't think I showed you, or you may have noticed the frame. See that little hint of gold in there too? But I liked how it kind of looped along, kind of reminded me of the vine. And anyway, I am really, really thrilled with this one, as you can well guess. So, those are my proud pieces. So what am I going to do the next few weeks? Well, I'm going to continue to work on Dutch Beauty on that second page, page H. And again, I'm moving from bottom to top in the hopes that I can roll and hold that roll in my fist. I'll have to get some sort of clamping system because I'm sure that's going to get quite thick and heavy. But I'll continue to work on that and see how much I can advance it through. And then I have pulled out, my whole thing this year is trying to get some of my WIPS done and moved on. So I'm going to work on this one. This is by the Sweetheart Tree, and it's Tiny Thistle. Just a beautiful piece, I think. Well, my daughter-in-law started this, and it's on Ada, which is perfectly fine. It's just not my fabric of choice. And she started it right in the middle of the piece, which is fine. That's how we all did at one point. So this is what she has done so far. If I can get that to focus in for you. So she's basically got the thistle body in. Now it's just going to need all the flourishes and fripperies all around the outside and the little swirly things down the stem and across the top. And I think I don't have the seed beads, but I do have the other beads here. They're double bagged. The two little, let me use this again. The two little purple flowers, and then that's a little white heart. It's upside down here. There we go. They never turn the way you want them to, right? So can you see that now? Little white heart and two little flowers. So I will work on that one. See if I can make some progress there. And then I have another piece here that like I just said, I'm trying to finish up WIPS that I have waiting out here in the wings. So I kitted up a new project. This one is called Antique Sampler Fragment 1834, and it's by Cross Stitch Antiques. And this was a Headmistress sampler series. So let's see who. This is all about the antiques, not about the piece itself. So there must not be a lot of information on this piece. Just that it was from a scrap that she found. Which, can you see that? I think that's so pretty. But the colors, I actually chose one fabric close to that. And this is a scrap that I have. It's been used before. I don't know what it is. It's a beige linen. It's more than likely 28 count because that's what I use. It's kind of a sandy beige. Let's see if I put it on the white, if you can tell that way. The light is playing havoc with me today, isn't it? You can see it's got a little bit of yellow in with that, but the colors, the floss colors, are just fabulous. Look at that. They're going to be gorgeous on this piece. So it has been calling to me for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I finally gave in and decided I will do it. I will do it. One last thing so that you can laugh with me. You see I use floss bags, floss away bags. And I know, you know, that you run out, that sometimes you don't have enough bags for your flosses, right? Well, part of my issue was all of mine were kitted. I'm pointing over here because I've got 4 bags of kitted projects here on the floor. Now that doesn't, I think there's more over in my files over here too. Not a whole bunch, but some. So as I finished these projects and I started putting them away, I noticed I had duplications. Really? Would you have guessed that? Wow. So I decided yesterday morning, I sat down and went through every floss bag that I had that I have put away, and I combined them down into one single bag. Mainly I just had duplicates. A couple of them I had triplicates. Black, I think I've got 6 or 7 brand new blacks now because, you know, 310, DMC 310. Because I never could find it when I needed it. So now I have plenty of black. But lesson for you. Look in your other kits. Don't always assume you don't have it. So when I got all done, I had removed, I'm looking up because that's where the bags are, I think about 50 bags that were duplicated. So, yeah. And I've decided, I just kept them. I decided what I'm going to do is put a little sticker over it and just write the new number on so that, you know, it can be used. There's no sense throwing it away. That's just wasteful. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think we're good. I'm excited. Spring is here. My flowers are popping up. It's going to be 71 on Friday here, which is fabulous for us. We've been in the 30s and 40s for so long. That's why I have a frog all the time. But I hope you're doing well, that weather is not being mean to you, and that you're enjoying having enough time to do your stitching. So until next time, I will see you later. Brightest blessings.